Hello, Storytime listeners. Today, I'll share a story my mother told me, something she experienced as a child. She was around 12 or 13 years old. Every summer, her family would go up to the Highlands and stay there with their extended relatives. One night, my mother, let's call her Layla, couldn't sleep. Everyone else was inside the tent. She stepped out, lay down, and gazed up at the stars. While she was watching the sky, a man came over and said, "Can't sleep, Layla?" She was surprised, she didn't recognize him, but he knew her name. "Who are you?" she asked. "I'm from your village," he replied. "We're staying nearby. There's a wedding going on down the hill. If you can't sleep, come join us." She hesitated. "If my family wakes up and finds me gone, they'll be furious." "Don't worry," he said, "I'll bring you back before anyone notices. You'll be safe with me." So Layla took his hand and followed him. She kept nervously looking back, afraid her father would wake up. After a long walk, they reached the wedding. It was crowded, food was cooking, people were dancing, just like a regular village wedding. She didn't eat but quietly watched. Two girls her age approached her. "Come play with us," they said. At first she was shy, but she eventually joined and had fun. The games were so lively, she lost track of time. Then, suddenly, everything stopped. The music, the dancing, frozen in place. She asked, "What's going on?" One of the girls put her finger to her lips and said, "Don't make a sound." And in an instant, everyone vanished, the dancers, the food, even the fire. Then she heard her father, shouting angrily, "What are you doing here?" She cried and apologized. Back at the tent, everyone was awake. Her grandmother hugged her tightly and cried. She could have fallen or been taken by an animal, they had feared the worst. They asked where she had gone, and Layla told them. A man had taken her to a wedding nearby. But everyone was shocked. "There's no wedding around here. We'd have heard it." Her great-grandmother understood immediately. She hugged Layla and recited prayers over her. Then she explained gently, "Child, we're alone here. What you saw weren't people. Don't ever go with them again. If you had stayed till the end, they would have taken you, forever." After that night, Layla always said her prayers. She never had another experience like that, except for one strange dream years later. In the dream, a woman holding a baby approached her and said, "I remember you. You were at my wedding." Layla believes it was the same being she once met. That was the first story. Now, let's move on to the second one. My name is Eileen. I'm over 40 now, but the events I'm about to share still give me chills. One day, my husband Barak, our daughter Alif, and I visited relatives in a nearby village. We walked there during the day, it wasn't far. We had a lovely time, enjoying food and tea. Time passed quickly. Although Barak said we should leave before it got too late, it's hard to say goodbye. We left only when night had already fallen. The path home was familiar, but it felt different in the dark. One section ran through thick oak trees, the other by a creek. The moon was out, but the woods were still eerie. As we walked, we started hearing strange noises among the trees. Alif grabbed my hand. "Is someone coming?" she asked. Suddenly, a piercing scream rang out, so loud and close it felt like it exploded next to our ears. Not a cry for help, but something meant to terrify. Barak ordered, "Hurry! We need to get home." Then came more sounds, like people running. And horses. We could hear hooves, chewing, trampling, but nothing was visible. It felt like we were surrounded. Alif cried in fear. Barak and I couldn't speak, we just listened and prayed. I noticed that as I prayed, the sounds grew fainter. I kept repeating the prayer over and over. Eventually, the sounds faded completely. We ran home and locked the door. None of us could sleep. The next morning, I told our neighbor Sevim, who said, "You must have heard the phantom caravan." Legend had it that a caravan once vanished on that road. Sometimes it returned, but only in sound. From that day on, the path became a nightmare. One Friday night, I was reading the Quran by the window. When I looked out at the trees, I saw something unbelievable. The oak trees were bent down, like they were bowing in prayer. Then they straightened up, as if nothing had happened. We don't talk about it much. But when someone visits, we always say, "Don't go home late. And read your prayers on the way." Only God knows what would have happened if we hadn't prayed that night.